On behalf of Volunteer Resources and all the staff, patients, and visitors at our hospitals, thank you for choosing our organization to share your skills, talents, and most importantly, your gift of time. You have chosen the organization that provides outstanding leadership in healthcare that is recognized around the world. We are the only healthcare organization in Ontario providing specialty care to people throughout the entire life cycle, from pre-birth all the way to seniors' health. We are the largest hospital-based workforce in Ontario, serving thousands of patients every year. Our vision of best care for all is the core attitude and belief of our organization. In addition to providing high-quality care, our goal is to also provide an excellent patient and family experience. Thanks to our volunteers, we're able to meet those targets. Whether you're looking to enhance your skills or wanting to give back to your community, you've come to the right place. We can help match you with an appropriate placement considering your availability and interests. The intended purpose of this online orientation is to provide you with important information that is necessary to perform your roles effectively. So let's get started. A values-based code of conduct helps unite all of us by providing a set of expectations of each employee and volunteer. A values-based code of conduct helps us create a healthy, friendly, and safe environment for everyone. In our roles, it is essential to adhere to a very clear, values-based code of conduct in order to validate awareness and acceptance of diversity that recognizes the various needs of individuals. Here we take accountability for ourselves and how we care for others by fostering responsibility, being accountable for your actions and outcomes, etiquette, demonstrating awareness and acceptance of diversity by being polite and considerate, support, fostering an environment that recognizes various needs of individuals, professionalism, adhering to our policies and professional and regulatory standards and practices, education, developing and demonstrating behavior that fosters a positive teaching environment, communication, using a clear and continuous language and appropriate methods for giving direction and providing constructive feedback. Remember your body language. Teamwork, treating all individuals as valuable members of the team. Patients' medical information is strictly confidential and must never be discussed unnecessarily with others. As a member of our organization, all information concerning patients, family, visitors, and staff will be held in the strictest confidence. Disclosure of confidential information shall be subject to disciplinary action, up to and including discharge. The Government of Ontario has a new law requiring hospitals and other organizations to provide services for people who have disabilities. Together, we are committed to ensuring we move towards an organization in which no new barriers are created and existing ones are removed. Not all disabilities are obvious. It is important to be aware of the different types of disabilities so we know how to assist. There are several types of disabilities, some of which include physical disabilities, everything from minor difficulties in moving parts of the body to muscle weakness or paralysis. Deaf or hard of hearing, a person may have trouble hearing certain frequencies, sounds, or words. Blind or visual impairment, vision disabilities include slightly reduced vision to total blindness. Speech disabilities, the person has a partial or total loss of ability to speak. Deaf-blind, a combination of hearing and vision loss. Mental health disabilities refers to a wide range of mental health conditions or disorders that affects a person's mood, thinking, and/or behavior. Learning disabilities affect how a person communicates and learns. These individuals learn in different ways. They have trouble reading, solving problems, organizing themselves, or understanding information. Intellectual disabilities affects a person's ability to think and process information. These disabilities may be caused by chronic diseases such as Alzheimer's or stroke. So how might you be of help? Be patient, calm, and polite. Take the time to learn each individual's needs and recognize disabilities are not always visible. Treat all persons with respect and consideration. Do not touch or move assistive devices without permission. Always speak directly to the person who you are dealing with, not their support person or others who might be with them. When communicating, use short sentences and politely ask the person to repeat if you cannot understand. When engaging a person who uses a service animal, remember the animal is working, it's not a pet. Offer your arm for guidance rather than grabbing or pulling. Always ask if you can help first. They know the best way for you to assist them. Be patient and willing to find a way to communicate. If you're uncertain how to help someone, seek a staff person on duty. Some assistive equipment may include wheelchairs, walkers, canes, hearing aids, and service animals. Did you know that 1/3 of hospital-acquired infections could be prevented by proper hand washing? It is important to protect ourselves and others. Here's how. Across the hospital, you'll find alcohol-based hand sanitizers mounted to the walls. This product is an acceptable and preferred alternative for cleaning hands that are not visibly dirty. The use of alcohol-based products are recommended before and after your volunteer shift, before and after interacting with patients and visitors, for example, shaking hands or touching items in a patient's environment such as a bed, privacy curtain, tables, chairs, or wheelchairs. When entering and exiting the patient's room or between patients' bed space in multi-bed rooms. Before eating or preparing food while in the hospital. After blowing your nose or covering your mouth to cough. Let's walk you through proper hand hygiene. When using alcohol-based hand rub, dispense 1 to 2 pumps and rub between fingers, backs of hands, and between thumbs for a minimum of 15 seconds until dry. Soap and warm water is recommended when hands are visibly dirty and before and after using the washroom. When washing with soap and water, first wet your hands with warm water. Apply the hand soap, palm to palm. Produce a good lather on your hands and scrub vigorously for a minimum of 15 seconds. Be sure to get in between your fingers, fingernails, backs of your hands, and in between your thumbs and wrists. Rinse with warm water. Use paper towels from the dispenser. Dry hands completely. Use the same paper towel to turn off the taps. If for any reason the washroom is out of toilet paper, paper towel, or soap, please notify a staff person on duty so that the supplies can be restocked. As a volunteer, you may be asked to enter a patient's room with the following signs on the patient's room door. These are called additional precaution signs. Each sign provides information on the correct personal protective equipment, such as gloves, gowns, and masks that are required for patient interactions. It is advised that volunteers do not enter a patient's room that has an additional precaution sign on the outside of the room or door without contacting the nurse on duty to obtain further instructions. Please note, if you are ill or feeling unwell, please do not come in for your volunteer shift. Contact your program to notify them of your absence. Understanding our emergency codes is crucial information to have and be aware of while volunteering. Volunteers are expected to know the code notification process and what specific actions to take in a code situation. Here are a few of the most common codes used over the hospital's overhead system. Code Red is code for fire. A code red may be called upon the discovery or smell of fire or smoke. We use the acronym REACT response plan to ensure we keep everyone's safety a number one priority. Remove persons in immediate danger. Ensure that all room doors and windows are closed. Activate fire alarm at nearest pull station. Immediately notify any staff person on duty or call switchboard and indicate code red, followed by the location of the fire. Try to extinguish the fire only if it is safe to do so. Upon hearing a fire alarm, report to the charge nurse's station on duty or immediately return to the area where you are volunteering via the stairwells only. Remain at this location until an all clear has been declared. Do not use elevators unless directed to do so, by the fire emergency personnel. Do not use telephones when the alarm is ringing unless you are reporting the fire. Fire and smoke spread quickly. You must fight the fire only if all the following are true. The fire is small and confined to the immediate area where it has started. You are able to control the fire with your back to a safe escape route, back towards the door at all times. Personal safety is always first. Your fire extinguisher is rated for the type of fire you are fighting and is in good working order. You have had the training in the use of the extinguisher and are confident that you can operate it effectively. Code Green is code for evacuation and will be at the direction of the code captain on duty. Code Blue, used for any person with cardiopulmonary arrest, pre-arrest, or other medical emergencies. Upon discovering a person who is medically distressed, it is important to call or ask the closest staff member to call in the code and activate a Code Blue. Remain at the scene until the response team arrives. Code Yellow or Code Amber is recognized as a missing person. Yellow is an adult and Amber is a child. When you hear this code, it is imperative to react as a team and gather in the code staging area or charge nurse's station. Once you have the description, conduct an area sweep for the missing person and return to the staging area to report your findings. Report your findings to the most appropriate staff on duty. Resume normal duties and remain on all alert until you hear the all clear. Code White is recognized as a violent and/or aggressive person. If speaking with a patient or visitor who is aggressive and you're unable to de-escalate the situation or manage it safely, call or ask staff to call a Code White and give the exact location. Keep the agitated person in view and await responders. For immediate threat to your personal safety, call 911. Workplace health and safety is the number one priority for all patients, staff, and volunteers. The description of violence means any act in which a person is abused, threatened, intimidated, or assaulted in his or her workplace. Violence isn't just physical. It is any type of threatening, aggressive behavior, harassment, bullying, or verbal abuse. It is important to identify some methods for handling any difficult conversations that you may encounter with anyone in the organization. Some difficult conversation tips include: practice active listening skills, obtain the facts, recognize emotions, and repeat back what has been said to you by the aggressor. Never argue back, as this will only escalate the situation more. Try to engage staff members within your proximity so that you're not alone. As part of an ongoing effort to provide a safe and secure environment, volunteers are encouraged to contact staff or security if they feel unsafe or witness a situation that has the potential for harm. You should also contact a coordinator to provide an update. The Hamilton Health Sciences Volunteer Association is a non-profit organization which operates retail and parking services across the Hamilton Health Sciences family of hospitals. All profits are donated to enhance patient care through the purchase of much-needed capital, patient services equipment, and the funding of many patient care programs. HHS VA's motto, "Make a purchase, make a difference," well defines the very important role that customers play in supporting patient care. From buying a cup of coffee to parking their car, all profits are donated for much-needed capital, patient services equipment, and patient care programs. In addition, the Volunteer Association provides volunteer resources with essential financial support to ensure volunteers have the appropriate resources necessary to conduct their roles effectively. Upon contributing 50 hours of volunteer service, you'll become a voting member of the Volunteer Association. We are very grateful to the Volunteer Association and the Board of Directors for their ongoing commitment and continued partnership in the support of volunteering at HHS. It is important to capture information as it relates to you as a volunteer. For example, Volunteer Resources tracks hours for awards, references, and to generate reports. As well, in the event of an emergency, you will always be accounted for. Each hospital has a touchscreen kiosk in the volunteer lounge where you sign in at the beginning of every shift and sign out at the end of every shift. In the event that the sign-in kiosk is out of commission, you can notify your coordinator before or after your scheduled shift and record your hours manually on the sign-in sheets beside the kiosk. Uniforms. A dress code is in effect. The following should be worn while on duty. Uniforms are issued by your coordinator. We ask that your uniform be zipped up and an ID badge worn and visible. Please place your ID badge on your uniform. If required, we can provide you with a lanyard. A ward pin should be placed on a lanyard to keep your uniform neat and tidy. At our organization, we are working towards projecting an image that is professional and consistent across all of our sites. We ask that volunteers wear a white shirt, which can be long or short-sleeved, and neat and clean dark pants are preferred. It is required that you wear closed-toed walking shoes. Crocs, sandals, or any open-toed shoes are not permitted. Jewelry should be kept to a minimum, and hats should be kept with your personal belongings while you're on duty. Our organization is a fragrance-free environment. We urge you to not wear perfume or cologne that compromises the health or anyone at our hospital. Reference letters. Volunteers often request letters of reference. General references can be requested by a volunteer who has completed 50 hours of service. 100 hours of service and at least 2 weeks' notice is required for post-secondary references. Volunteers are requested to write a letter of intention to the coordinator in order to help compose an accurate reference. All references are at the discretion of the coordinator. For further information regarding references, a copy of the volunteer reference policy is posted in the volunteer lounge. The Hamilton Health Sciences Volunteer Association is a non-profit organization which operates retail and parking services across the Hamilton Health Sciences family of hospitals. All profits are donated to enhance patient care through the purchase of much-needed capital, patient services equipment, and the funding of many patient care programs. HHS VA's motto, "Make a purchase, make a difference," well defines the very important role that customers play in supporting patient care. From buying a cup of coffee to parking their car, all profits are donated for much-needed capital, patient services equipment, and patient care programs. In addition, the Volunteer Association provides volunteer resources with essential financial support to ensure volunteers have the appropriate resources necessary to conduct their roles effectively. Upon contributing 50 hours of volunteer service, you will become a voting member of the Volunteer Association. We are very grateful to the Volunteer Association and the Board of Directors for their ongoing commitment and continued partnership in the support of volunteering at HHS. In addition to gaining professional experience, community involvement, and personal satisfaction, Hamilton Health Sciences offers volunteers many benefits. The Volunteer Association provides things like annual scholarships, which volunteers can apply for, appreciation barbecues and holiday teas, discounts at any of our retail shops and cafeterias, free parking, free beverages when on duty. Meal vouchers are offered for volunteer shifts of 6 hours or more, and an invitation to the annual general meeting banquet and awards presentation dinner where hourly milestones will be celebrated. Other benefits offered corporately consist of things like access to Shine Wellness fitness facility programs, professional development opportunities, and all volunteers will be recognized for their yearly milestones through our organization's Long Service Awards presentation. We offer 3 categories for placements that will help you decide what best suits your interests and your skills. You may be looking for patient contact or experience in a clinical setting by providing comfort measures to patients and their families. The Hospital Elder Life Program, the Intensive Care Unit, Pediatrics, Rehabilitation, Operating Room, and more offer this type of experience. If you're looking for patient contact, we have a variety of placements. If you're looking for something with a little less patient contact, we have placements that range from wayfinders, information desk readers, reception assistants, and more. The placements are excellent for those who are task-oriented and self-starting. Excellent customer service and communication skills are essential. If you prefer retail or customer service, we have volunteers who assist in gift shops, coffee shops, cafeterias, Nevada ticket sales, and more. Volunteers can be found restocking supplies, keeping cafeterias neat and tidy, selling Nevada tickets, and providing excellent customer service to patients, staff, and visitors. If you would like additional information on our placements, please visit our website at www.hhsc.ca/VR. To conclude this orientation, volunteers offer the compassionate human touch that our patients and families want in order to have an excellent experience. Many individuals feel scared, vulnerable, or anxious when visiting the hospital. Our volunteers are a valuable resource during these challenging times. We thank you for your interest in volunteering at our organization. Through the efforts of volunteers, we're able to accomplish so much to meet the needs of our community and improve the patient experience. We hope that you have found this orientation video to be helpful in understanding our organization's core principles and best practices. We wish you continued success in your placement, and we look forward to having you on board. Welcome to Hamilton Health Sciences.